Welcome back, Guardians. This is Echo Doctrine for Planet Destiny. And today we have a video for all you Guardians that have taken a break from the game for a bit. So if you haven't played Destiny, if you've taken a little extended absence and you're coming back to the game now, you might be a little lost. You might be wondering what's changed and what you need to do, and you need some help catching up before the next expansion, The Rise of Iron, which releases on September 20th. So this video is going to go through some of the changes and what you may see when you first log back in. So the first screen when you log in, it might prompt you and explain to you that legacy consoles will no longer be getting new content, and some of the old events like Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris will no longer be active and available on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. You may also then receive prompts about Eververse Trading Company, silver microtransactions, emotes, and a prompt about Sterling Treasures. Eververse now sells in-game emotes and Sterling Treasure boxes for an in-game currency known as silver that can be purchased from the PlayStation Store or Xbox for real money. You can also preview any of the emotes before you buy them. Now over at the Postmaster, especially on this account which hasn't played in a long time, we'll see some of the items and the gifts that's been received. One of the newest items is the Sterling Treasure packages. You can receive 3 of these for free each week from simply logging onto the game. Another you can receive from playing a match in the weekly Crucible playlist. And the final Sterling Treasure from completing a match in the Prison of Elders. You can also purchase the Sterling Treasure packages using the in-game currency, the silver. Now the packages contain the new gear sets, and it'll have inside of it a random piece of gear, and you can actually click on and see the possible contents. But this gear is really just cosmetic gear. It only has 3 light, and you'll need some other gear to actually infuse it to a higher level. You also have a chance at getting reputation boosters for Vanguard, Crucible, the Prison of Elders, and you also have a chance to get Chroma, which is a new cosmetic coloring that actually affects your gear. We also need to go over Infusion. If the last time you played, you might not have had Infusion on your gear and your light level would have been very different. We now have a much faster way to increase your light level, and it's a 1-to-1 infusion system. So legendary and exotic items are now infusible to higher light levels. You can infuse them using blue or legendary gear. In this example, we have an exotic Warlock Nothing Manacles at 280 light, and we're going to infuse it to 317 from the Samara gauntlets. First thing we'll do is click on Infuse. Make sure that the item that you're using is unlockable, as it is on the screen. We can see it's there. And we now infuse it with the materials required, and it'll bring our exotic up to 317 light. And you can use blue items or legendary items to infuse exotics or legendaries up to a higher light stat. Also, a quick note about armor materials if you haven't played in a long time. They're now a much simpler currency. It's one currency. The old days, you had plate steel plating for Titans, hydronic essence for Warlocks, sapphire wire for Hunters. That's all been simplified. It's now one form of currency, one material that can be used for all the classes. Depending on when you logged in and what your rewards will be and what packages you've purchased from Bungie, you may have a Spark of Light item. This helps you increase your level to level 25 instantly. Also in the tower, we now have kiosks that are set up to do numerous things. The first one we'll see is down by the Vanguard Mentors, and that's to reclaim any of the quests you abandoned. So if you're ever in your inventory, in your menu, and you select a quest and you delete it by accident or you don't want to do the quest anymore, you can simply return here and regain that quest to start it again. Also by the Vanguard Mentors, we have an exotic kiosk. This lets you look at all your weapons and armor that you have already discovered and allows you to purchase any of those items at a higher light level or even purchase the original versions of it if it's from a Year 1 level. So if you found a Year 1 exotic, you now have the ability to purchase a Year 2 version. Now near the speaker by Eva Levante, the shader and emblem outfitter, we have a kiosk for, of course, shaders and emblems. And you can go through and pick any of the shaders you've seen previously and you can equip them at your choice. By the Future War Cult and ship vendor Amanda Holiday, you can see another kiosk for ships and sparrows. And below that, in the dance hall area, you can view and select emotes at this emote kiosk. Also, some of the activities in Destiny have increased their light recommended difficulty level, and the director may actually look a little bit different to you. You'll notice now in the left lower side, you have across the bottom the Nightfall Strike at 320 recommended light, Heroic Strikes at 260, and then the Daily recommended at 240. The Reef has also added 2 new modes the Prison of Elders and Challenge of Elders modes, and it requires you to first visit Varix and complete a quest and then purchase the weekly card that allows you to enter the Challenge of Elders. These are just a few of the small changes you might notice when you first log back into Destiny. We hope this video has been helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and we'll do our best to get back to you and help you out. Thank you all for watching. This has been Echo Doctrine for Planet Destiny. Come to Planet Destiny for all the latest Destiny news, and if you're interested in other games and smaller Destiny content, check out the link in the description box below for my channel where I cover other games and content.